Hi, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I'm on a roll today doing one video after the other. I wanted to show all the new journals that I made for my Etsy shop. But this one is not for the shop. This one is for my daughter as a Christmas gift. I decided to make it. It's going to come in this beautiful plush sort of fake leather fabric bag, and it will match the journal itself. This is the journal. It is a sort of a grimoire, maybe a little bit, but just some sort of reflection journal. It does have this very cute bubble here, but I just thought I love the green piece on this, the bead, and I decided to use that. And over here, it has her initials, SH for Sherry Helen, and the key, key to keep this nice and locked. It has burlap twine for closure, which is attached to the key right here. And underneath, you can see a red bead as well. And on the top, we have some of the tabs I like to make, but it is more raw. It's not as filled with things as normally I would have done. So it is more for writing, for reflections, and so on. So let me open this up. So it just opens this way. And it's just tucked under the twine that you wrap a couple of times. So when you're closing it, you're just wrapping it basically. And it will sit here until you're ready to close it. And then I just made a tie over here and a hole with an eyelet. And inside is coffee dyed cotton. And inside is the bubble wrap. So this is a stress journal as well. So if you need to be popping bubbles, there are some in here as well. But it gives it that cushy feeling that I like. So this one, so maybe sort of like a new age journal, whatever you might want to call it. And it starts off with a fabric pocket here and one of the cute little wreaths that my mom makes when she's got time to crochet. Otherwise, she still keeps very busy. And on the top here, we have a tiny tag on top of a bigger tag. And I put a little bit of a pocket here so she can put in a little of a note or something inside there, or a secret message. And there's a tree here. So it is sort of a little bit of a witch journal as well, which I've been making lately. The big one has been sold, Helena, and it's gone off now. So I wanted to make like a mini one for my daughter, Helena. And here's just a long, narrow, simple tag. So a lot of it is more pagan work, like pieces of paper to write on, and more just for writing, as I said. And here you got that big knowing I to begin with, and a little bit of punch out, which came with a notebook that I had, and I used that. A little bit of that menu paper I have for writing. And here I used a little bit of vintage images from the Graphics Fairy and so on. So a little bit more flip out to write on, and the inker mark that I like to do that looks like a moon to me. And more coffee dye paper. And on this book page, a writing spot with some fabric tab. Filled with different papers. This one is the handmade paper. And I put something about the sun here and the planets revolving and so on. And over here, maybe she likes to have tea and just relax and with a friend. So it's a journaling card. And it has a little bit of a just wool on the top here. And this is authentic from a dreams book. So dreams, hidden meanings and secrets. And over here, I try to put some little dittos, little poems and quotes and so on. Get a little bit of a cluster. And this I found, I do have a few of the Egypt or Egyptian books, and I'd really actually like to do a book about Egyptians and so on. So just something, they have some strange symbols, so I wanted to use that, and a little tab on the top. More hand-made paper. A little bit of a see-through pocket and writing spots and plants, herbs, and so on. And lots of fabric tabs. And then here is motivational words that like grace and flora, adore, and so on, that you might want to cut out and use somewhere else. And this one's about the morning with the beautiful sunrise colors and so on, and a writing spot here. Tuck spot with some writing lines. Snowbirds, about some birds. And then vintage postcard. This one is from New Brunswick. These are the famous flower pots that usually people go to see. It's a big attraction on the Atlantic. Plants and herbs, and a little bit of a writing spot here with collaging. And then here's some more of the, I believe, I don't know if I used red food dye, I think, on this one. I just turned it a little bit orangish. A little bit details over here on the edge. And this is the middle, and I left the pockets empty because she has, you know, her collection, and I wanted her to fill this more so than myself. And this is the beautiful beads that fall in the middle over here. So this is journal that can be removed. It is TN style, and there is a second one here, elastic as well, to put in some more pages. So when she's filled this one up, she can put in more new pages as well. All about plants and things, and birds, a little bit to read about them. From the vintage book, a bit of lines, and another journaling card. This one I had a leftover from Dawn, the journal that sold not long ago. But it's got the beautiful imagery here, collage, so I used that. This is the back of those words, and you get a little bit more writing and plants. And writing spot, and another vintage postcard, also from New Brunswick. So this is St. John, which is sitting near us, and so it's more popular or more familiar to her. Then something about astral projection and some different things like that she might want to read. And this Egyptian bird, a little bit of a cluster here. And more from the Dreams book. And over here also a little bit more of a fabric tab on top. And here about a Sabbath that Emily Dickinson wrote. And over here is a little bit of a journaling card with Dawn here as well. And more paper here in a journaling spot with these beautiful fabric collage. And then that date book from the, I don't know, I use it sort of, it's almost like maybe it's from a ship or something like that. Then I don't know, I got into just folding this paper in a little bit unusual way. I wanted to do something different. So this fits into here, and the shop name here, and as well also a journaling card here with some different things on it for texture and sewing as well. And then here also a little goat or sheep, and a little bit of black and so on with this burlap tab on top. And so into this fabric pocket as well. So now when it's folded, it fits right into here. I didn't want it to be too thick, but this is what it looks like when it's, you know, when you flip through it. So like I said, there is a spot here for a second signature, so she can add whatever it is that she would like to this. And it, I also put a vintage ink on it so that it looks a little bit more vintage. And there we go. So we're just gonna wrap this up. I don't have a name for this really except for SH Grimoire, a journal for her. Put some, maybe some spells in or something. Let me see if it'll go this way actually. Put some spells in there or something of that sort, just reflection and poems that might inspire her. So this is this journal, and I appreciate you taking a look. I am making one more for the shop, but it's not ready yet. So I just keep working on different ideas and so on. So I appreciate you coming by to see this journal. Again, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. Take care. Bye-bye.